Buenas noches. Yo me llamo Señora Littell. Esta noche, we are going to talk about expressing names in Español, parte dos. So in parte uno, we talked about asking a person his or her name and expressing our own name. And in this PowerPoint, we're going to talk about how to state another's name. This is called the third person singular. So we would say she calls herself, or her name is when talking about one woman. He calls himself, or his name is when talking about one man. It calls itself, or its name is when talking about an animal or a book or a movie. Preguntas y respuestas. So if we want to ask this question, how does she call herself? ¿Cómo se llama? How does he call himself? ¿Cómo se llama? How does it call itself? ¿Cómo se llama? And remember from parte uno of expressing names, also, ¿cómo se llama is how do you call yourself formally? So how do we tell which one the person's talking about? Well, for one, it's the situation that you're in. You can also use the clarifiers. Remember, if it's going to be you, we can put in usted. If we're talking about a woman, we can put in ella, because that only means she. If we're talking about a guy, we can put in él, and it means he. If we're talking about a thing, we probably wouldn't use the it because él and ella are going to be the its because all things in Spanish are either masculine or feminine. But we might say, ¿cómo se llama el libro? Right? How does the book call itself? ¿Cómo se llama el perro? How does the dog call itself? Preguntas y respuestas. ¿Cómo se llama? Se llama Marisol. ¿Cómo se llama? Se llama Miguel. ¿Cómo se llama el perro? Se llama Kiko. Notice se llama is in the question and in the answer because we're talking about one person, one thing, or one animal. There's also an alternate way to ask about names. You can say, ¿Cuál es su nombre? What is his name? ¿Cuál es su nombre? What is her name? ¿Cuál es su nombre? What is its name? How do you know? Well, in this case, you would probably be pointing again or be the situation you'd know what they're talking about. Remember, ¿Cuál es su nombre? Is also what is your name formal from parte uno. Preguntas y respuestas. ¿Cuál es su nombre? Su nombre es Marisol. Or maybe you just say, es Marisol. It is Marisol. ¿Cuál es su nombre? Su nombre es Miguel. Or just es Miguel. It is Miguel. ¿Cuál es su nombre? Su nombre es Kiko. Or just es Kiko. Felicitaciones. Now you can talk about another person, animal, or thing's name. El fin de parte dos.